Hello to everybody, and welcome to this session again on the paradigms. Today we're on the fourth paradigm, a new approach to the sacraments. I've noticed that we have become eventual people in a sense that we love events in our lives. We like to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries. Well, in the church we have the same thing. We have events which help us to mark our lives and to help us to journey through that faith that is given to us by Christ. Of course, the church is the sacrament, the sign of God in our midst, and that's how we show it through the prism. The Spirit of God comes through the church, and it comes through us through the 7 sacraments. 7, a very special number. First of all, we start with baptism. At birth, we bring our child to the church to be baptized, to become a member of the church, to experience the salvation that we have also experienced. And therefore, we are anointed. We are taken, water is put over our forehead to make us a child of God. And we are even given, or we give to the parents, a candle, giving them the responsibility of carrying that light of Christ to the world by introducing them to the faith, to that light, and walking to the world to it. So baptism is our first event. Then our second event, as we start growing in around 5 or 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, we are given the sacraments of confirmation, and we receive communion for the first time. Confirmation is the sacrament of the Spirit, the sacrament that sets us apart to be really witnesses of Christ. A sacrament in which we are anointed, we are marked, we are sealed with the gift of the Spirit. And so we continue with the Eucharist, receiving and participating and sharing in Holy Communion with all the rest of the people of our community. We become really part of that family. We are integrated in that family through our first communion. And then we go to the sacrament of penance. We all know that we are not angels and that we do not always live up to that faith we were given. And so therefore, we have the sacrament to reconcile us to the community, to God, and to ourselves. Reconciliation. That's what we call it nowadays. And as we grow older and as we listen to the call of God in our lives, we also hear that we are called either to marriage life or to the priesthood or to religious life, to consecrated life. Each calling has its role and its place in the church. Each one of us have to participate in building up this kingdom. As a family, you start very early in showing to others that you are the domestic church, that you are the nest in which the church is going to begin in your family as you bring forth children to the world. And priests who are called to celebrate the Eucharist with the community so that together he forms that family of the church gathered around Christ at the Eucharist, sharing the Word and the body and blood of Christ. Then as we grow older, we are encountered with illnesses, we are encountered with suffering, and therefore we have the sacrament of the sick. The healing hand of the Lord is still with us. The healing hand of the Lord brings us that peace as we have overcome the challenges of suffering and of pain. But what is remarkable of all these sacraments? All of them send us forth. As you get your child baptized, you are called to bring that faith to that child. You begin evangelizing in that way. When we receive communion or confirmation, it's not for ourselves that we are sealed. It is to bring and give witness to the world, because we are set apart to bring Christ to the world. And as we share as a community at the end of the Eucharist, the priest tells us, go forth and bring that good news to the world. And so we are sent forth to go out and bring that good news as a prophet, priest, and king. And as we grow older, we begin our family life. We participate in building the church. We participate in proclaiming that good news. We try in every way, every Sunday, every weekend as we come to the Eucharist, to be nurtured by the community, to be nurtured by the body and blood of Christ, and to go forth and bring that good news to the world. And even in the sacrament of the sick, we are sent to go forth and bring the peace to the people who are suffering, to the people who are in pain, the people who are in illness, and to the people who are preparing themselves for their last journey. So the sacraments have to be approached in a way that is giving us or nurturing us so that we can go forth and bring that good news to the world. That's a form of evangelization. Thank you very much.